Wow, 100 episodes of that one bullshit trophy. My god, I never thought I'd reach this awesome milestone, so thank you very much to everyone who's watched the videos. For this special episode, I'm going to be taking a look at my top 20 most bullshit trophy moments. That one bullshit PlayStation trophy. So my 20th pick is from episode 44, which is all about Control on PS4, and this game, I just really didn't enjoy it. The map was awful, and it was just really confusing to navigate around the place, but there was this one particular boss that just really gave me a lot of grief, and I thought there was a funny little bit in the video when I recorded this, so that's why I wanted to put this in my top 20. Because eventually I got to the aggressive growth trophy, which requires you to beat the mold boss, and oh my god, it makes the other boss fight look tame in comparison, because this is it folks, this is the most bullshit thing in the entire game, and the most bullshit trophy in the list. Just take a look at this bollocks. So this clip right here just sums it all up perfectly, to be honest, because it's just fucking bullshit how cheap and out of nowhere it can just attack you. I mean, I thought I was doing good here because I've almost got the fucking thing killed and I'm desperately trying to get out of the way, and then bam, it just hits me out of nowhere. And you know what's even worse? When you look at it, you can just clearly see that the fucking boss is just flipping me off here. It's fucking flipping me off. Jesus fucking Christ. Just when I think I've seen it all. My number 19 pick goes to GTA 3 from episode 14 of the show, which focused on some of the hidden car missions throughout the game's 3 islands, but it was the one on the first island, Patriot Playground, that gave me all kinds of grief, as the Patriot was just a really flaky vehicle to try and drive around the back of Salvatore's mansion, because the slightest twitch of the analog stick would send you flying down the side of the cliff and into the water below, which is why it's my number 19 pick. And one on the edge of this fucking corner. So I get it, but then disaster strikes and I end up flipping the car. So I've now failed this fucking mission because I've got no way of getting the car up, and it's gonna blow up now. And as soon as you get out of the vehicle, you instantly fail. So then another bullshit bit is when you do fail, you have to drive all the way back to the mission car, hoping that it's respawned. Now this is a problem with all the GTA missions in this game, because there's no like quick restart option, but it does great on this one because, like I say, you'll be dying a lot. So I get back in and we begin the mission again. I managed to get that first one under that train track quite easily this time, and I get the ones by the beach, and it's not long before I'm up onto the mountain again. I then get to that one where it's a big drop, so I need to be careful. Okay, let's do this. What the fuck? Fucking hell, man. Oh, shit. No. Oh, at least I've got it, but fuck me. What am I supposed to do there? Oh, shit. Stop. Please fucking stop rolling. No. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake, right in the fucking water. Fucking hell. Mission failed. I had no way of stopping that car from rolling all the way into the water. That's just bullshit. They knew what they were doing when they placed that one there. Fuck's sake. For my number 18 pick, I've chosen Ghost of Tsushima's Have a Nice Fall trophy from episode 46, as this was a really simple one that just required you to kill an enemy from fall damage by knocking them off the edge of a cliff. But as you'll see in the episode, I kind of made this a mountain out of a molehill kind of thing. It made it much harder for myself, and I thought it was really funny that hours later, once I'd finally gotten it, I found a much easier method. Yet it's just made twice as fucking awkward and frustrating because the move just doesn't come out when you want it to, because the button is the same one that's assigned to the roll, the evasive maneuver. So you have 2 inputs that it can actually be at that point, and the game doesn't always get the right one that you actually intend to do. Fuck me, I hate it when games just map a load of button inputs to a single button. You know, how many games do you have where you can pick up things with one button, but you can do another action with the same button, and then you end up doing the wrong thing? Oh my god. And this does that, unfortunately, with this move. So when you want to do the charge move, you'll just do the evasive roll, and if you accidentally double tap it, you'll do the forward roll away. Fucking hell. It's definitely a trophy that you just want to get out of the way as quick as possible, believe me, because if you don't and you end up liberating all of the areas on the map, you can get into a situation where you're low on enemies, so you'll just be running around constantly for ages trying to find people to actually fight and throw off the edge. And don't get me wrong, there's probably plenty of opportunities in the game to get it, but for me, when I was going through it, this one was just really awkward and annoying to get. And when I did find areas where there was a cliff edge and I could knock them off, it became really intense and frustrating because I was doing this awkward cat and mouse game where I was constantly trying to avoid enemy attacks and not die myself, all the while trying to bait someone close enough to the edge and then try and get that bloody charge move to work and actually knock them off.
2 hours later.
Then by the time you've actually done the move, they've actually walked away from the edge of the cliff, so when you hit them, they don't fall far enough away to fall over the edge of the cliff, or worse still, they just block the fucking charge. They block it. Fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me?
2 hours later.
And after countless attempts at trying to get the move to work and try and unlock this trophy, you'll probably begin to lose all hope. But like a true samurai, remember to never give up. Because eventually you'll knock that fucker off and he'll fucking die. See you in hell, Habibi. It's over for you now, bitch. Yes! Oh yeah! Trophy unlocked, baby. What? What? No!
What? What the f-
6.5 hours later.
A few hours after that trophy unlocked, I eventually unlocked the wind stance, and with it, a new move. And as I was going through this section of the game, it's here where I realised I had done this trophy the complete wrong way, as there was a much more simpler way to get it, as you're about to see. Yep, that's right, the wind stance gives you a kick move with the triangle button, and if you go and upgrade this stance skill tree more, you can actually strengthen this typhoon kick to kick further. So this trophy is just really easy as long as you use the wind stance and the typhoon kick and don't bother with that charge move. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of grief. And so, for that reason, the Have a Nice Fall trophy in Ghost of Tsushima gets a bullshit trophy rating R. My next pick is from the Resident Evil 2 episode I did, which focused on the trophy for taking fewer than 14,000 steps throughout the entire game. And this is just a pretty dumb and kind of simple trophy, especially with all the repeated playthroughs you need to do. You'll be able to easily speed your way through. But what makes this stick in my mind is that when I was going for this, I got to the final boss and I could only take 2 more steps. So I had to kill it without moving, which was pretty funny. On the playthrough where I unlocked the trophy, I realised by the end train section on the second run playthroughs, I'd already taken 13,998 steps or so when I actually got to the final Birkin boss on the train. This meant that I then had to stand on the spot and fight him without moving, praying to God that I didn't actually move or get knocked over by him, which would cause me to do another 2 or 3 steps. It was a close call, that's for sure, but I eventually got it with 2 steps to spare. Anyways, my point is that I just don't see the point in this bullshit trophy. Like I said, there are other S-rank trophies there that already do this speedrun type challenge. So this one just feels kind of like a wasted trophy. In the original Resident Evil, it got you to play the game in multiple different ways. There was the knife-only playthrough, there was the invisible enemy playthrough, there was then the speedrun playthroughs and the never healing playthroughs. Yet this game just ignores those and go with this stupid steps trophy, there's just no point. Its hazard time in Eat Lead is a bullshit trophy, but it knows it's bullshit because you get this gold trophy for simply starting the game. But what I found was really weird and odd about this trophy was that it's not got a 100% completion unlocked rate. So that means that there's people out there who have brought the game, put it in, and then not even started the game, which I just find amazing. So naturally there will be a few jokes at the expense of video game trophies and achievements, but my god, is it a really dumb and easy trophy. I mean, if you were to boot up the game for the first time, get to the title screen, select start a new game, and then as it loads the cutscenes, skip them so you get straight to the action, you're looking at a time of just under 1 minute in order to unlock this trophy. Bloody hell, what the fuck game? This is hands down got to be the easiest and most pointless trophy in any video game ever. I mean, surely everyone has unlocked this trophy, as all you have to do is basically start a new game. Wait a minute. Rarity common. 97.7%. No, that can't be right. Surely, if any trophy is ever going to have a 100% unlock rate, then this is surely it. 97.7%, that can't be right. How can people have the game but not have this trophy?
What? What the fuck?
But a quick search on psnprofiles.com for the trophy also tells a similar story, as that site tracks a total of 31,519 players who have logged trophies in the game. Yet for this trophy, it only records 31,130 achievers who have unlocked it, which means there is 389 people out there who have the game and have basically done this. Alright, that's the disc in. Time for me to check out my sweet new game. Okay, let's launch this baby and see what it's like. Just loading all the logos. Let's have a look. Mount Hazard. Yeah, it doesn't look that great. You know what? Screw this game. I think I'll just go and play Uncharted instead. My god, that is just mind-blowing. I mean, I joke there, but that is probably what happened. Trying to beat Akumu in the story mode of Tekken 7 in order to unlock the trophy was an absolute pain in the ass, because this final boss fight is just absolutely bullshit. Everything about this fight is just stacked against you because he's such a fucking pain in the ass to try and beat, and it's really cheap, and you're forced to just use Devil, which is a character that probably people don't use often, and it's just an absolute pain in the ass, and I hate this trophy. No! Fuck's sake! Come on! Oh, look at this! Fuck me! Alright. Oh god, no! No! Crap! Get up, Devil! Oh great, I've missed him with the laser. Fuck's sake, dead again. And that was on easy. No, that couldn't have saved it. That couldn't be on easy. Come on, let's have a look. What? That is on 1 star still. I barely even hit him. I mean, I took more health off than normal, but still, nowhere near enough. Okay, so we go again, and we just again get battered by the same moves, but it's here where I learn a combo that actually seems to work. Let's take a look at this. Appreciate this moment where I slam Akuma's face into the fucking lava. Eat molten lava, motherfucker. Yeah, that one felt good, I've got to admit, because Akuma's just a bullshit boss. Look at this. How are you supposed to get him here? Okay, so we'll go with more lasers, because I think I'm better off keeping him far away from me as possible. but he soon teleports over and gets back in close. And I'm just panicking at this point because I don't know what to do when he's moving around so fast. But here is the greatest dodge of all. Look at this. I fly up and over the Hadoukens and I hit him with my own laser. Take that, asshole. Oh yeah. And then the best of all, as he charges at me, I managed to get him with another laser beam. Pow! Right in his fucking face. Stay down, Akuma, you fucking asshole. But no, as this is Akuma and the final boss, he's just bullshit. He gets back up and he's pissed now. But I desperately try and hit him with some lasers just to keep him away from me so he can't unload these bullshit combos. But he gets in close and then does me with Hadoukens. And then panic. I try and do another dodge, but no, it hits me with the second Hadouken and I'm fucking dead. In episode 55, I took a look at Mafia 1's Supercharged trophy, which requires you to basically beat the game on classic mode, which was like the hardest difficulty. And one of the sticking points for this trophy was the race chapter, where you had to come first place in the race against these really bullshit AI cars to race against. And in particular, the green car number 6 was a right pain in the ass, and that's why I've included this in the list. There's also a problem that I have with green car number 6, because this guy is an absolute arsehole, and I don't know if anyone else would have had this problem when they've been going for this trophy or trophies with the classic mode, but on classic mode, green car number 6 was an absolute fucking cunt. I swear you'll see it here, that he's actually just slowed down at this point, deliberately trying to block me off so I don't pass him. I mean, the fucking cunt's in third place, for fuck's sake. He doesn't even want to win the race now, he's just reliant on just stopping me from overtaking him. So he just constantly goes slower than the cars in front, and I'm just struggling to get past the fucking prick. And this really pissed me off on this one, because I was doing well here. I mean, you can see this is the first fucking lap, and he just fucking blocks me and just takes me fucking out. What a fucking cunt. In episode 71, I took a look at Watch Dogs Legion's Fresh Threads trophy, which required you to spend 100,000 ETO on clothes and accessories for your characters, and this game was an absolute slog to get through and unlock the platinum, because it was just a terrible story, the gameplay was tedious, and there was just so many other crap things you had to do to get the trophies. But the Fresh Threads one was the worst. For a game that encourages you to play as different characters, this trophy completely went against that idea. Here you go, I'll slow the footage down now so you can see the final few I buy before I unlock the trophy for spending 100,000 ETO in Watch Dogs Legion. So here we are, I think it's about to pop any second now really. The last couple of items I buy as I work my way through, there we go. So it finally popped and I got that silver trophy, but you know what's the worst thing is here? I spent 100,000 ETO in this game in around 3.5 minutes on this street, and yet it took me 35 hours to earn that much in game. That is absolutely ridiculous. And even worse, that 100 grand only cleared out, or almost cleared out, 2 shops. But the game still has even more different shops with even more items available for you to purchase. So I didn't even buy everything in the game with that amount, and that took me 35 fucking hours. Yet you can still see here that there's even more items in other shops for me to buy. How the fuck does Ubisoft think I'm going to have A, enough time to get enough money to do this, and B, enough fucking patience? How am I supposed to afford all of this crap when you barely get any fucking money? I've got no missions now that I can go back to and play again to earn even more money, and there's not many more ETO collectible pickups on the fucking map left for me to get. You cannot be serious here, Ubisoft. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Why are there so many fucking items? Why are they so expensive? And why do I only have so little amount of money to earn? And wait, there's even more stuff for you to buy. How could I forget? Some characters actually have cars and weapons. So there's weapons and car skins for you to buy. So that's even more money for you to spend on stuff when you don't even have that money to fucking spend. And if you end up buying weapon skins and car skins with that money before you get this trophy, well, fuck me, you've got to earn even more money somehow, because these don't count at all to this trophy, because there's a separate trophy for them. I just don't know what they were thinking, but I'll wait. Of course, there's a fucking shop in the game, isn't there, where you can buy some fucking coins off Ubisoft with real world money. Look how much those silver coins would cost. You can't just buy the 500. You need to buy the 1,000 in order to get 900 of these gold coins to buy them. So that'll cost you 8 quid. 8 fucking quid to give you a boost of 24,000 coins that you'll spend on probably about 10 items. 10 shitty clothing items. Fuck me. But you know what the worst fucking thing about this fucking trophy is? If you go into the game and you're playing through, and while you're earning money from completing missions and switching between your operatives, if you go and buy several different bits of gear for the different operatives in your team, then, well, you're kind of fucked, to be honest. But this is what you would naturally do, because you're encouraged to mix and match different people and play with different people for their different abilities. And when you have to walk around with a guy with a construction hat and a high-vis vest on, it doesn't really fit in with the story. So naturally, you're going to want to go to the shop in order to buy some normal clothes so he blends in and doesn't look like a fucking idiot in the cutscene. The same with all the other characters you get. But if you do this and you spend your 100,000 ETO across your team buying different clothes when you're using different characters, different operatives, then, well, you're fucked, because you won't actually get the trophy. I'm serious here. If you spend all the money across different characters, you won't get this trophy. And that is just crazy. In a game where the idea is to build a team of different people and use different people, you actually get punished if you buy the clothes using different people. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because this trophy will only fucking pop if you spend that entire 100,000 ETO using one character. One fucking character?
Are you fucking...
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a great game, but the focus of my 29th episode of the show was on the trophy for uncovering all areas of all of the maps on each planet to 100%, as this one was just an absolute pain in the arse to do due to how confusing the maps were and how awkward it is to get around the locations. And the fact that this is one of my most viewed episodes gives me confidence that people could relate to this, so thank you. Maps, while they look really cool, they don't really help you, as it can be hard to see sometimes where you need to go, especially when you're moving up and down levels. And worse still for me, the maps didn't change colour to show you where you've actually ran across and explored. If it was like blue when you've explored it and red when you haven't been to that area, it would be a lot easier to see. So, oftentimes when you complete an area and you haven't fully explored it, you end up just having to run back through it. So you do the same platforming bits again and again, trying to find a certain area, maybe a ledge that you didn't go to before. You'll do the same platforming sections and climb up to places where you've been before in the hope that you'll just see a ledge and you'll kill the same enemies as you run back around these paths. Only to find that you still haven't uncovered any new areas and you're still stuck at 95 or 92%. So then you platform some more and think, maybe that's a place there. Maybe I can get up there. That must be it. Okay, let's jump to this. Oh, no. Dead. Great. So you go through the level some more, trying to just get past enemies, because at this point you're just pissed off and you want to try and find that spot. Only to fucking fail anyway and have to fight them to get past. It's a real annoying trophy, to be honest, because it's just awkward, especially if you're just unlucky to not get that last little bit. And it's just a nuisance of a trophy for me, to be honest, because it wasn't an enjoyable thing, and they could have designed it better. I mean, sure, there are certain areas on the map that are yellow to make it so you know there's an area you haven't explored, but most of these are obvious, like this one here in the Venator wreckage. This was the last bit I needed at 95%, and it was absolutely awful the way they did it. So I've landed on this ledge, and I've looked at the map, and I'm still 95%, which to me means I've explored this section. I even run across to this edge, and I see something in the distance there. But before I go there, I check my map, thinking, well, if this is a new area, it would have gone up. But no, it's still 95%. So I'm thinking, well, it can't be down there, because I've already been there, surely. And the map's got it drawn in. So I jump down anyway, and I kill some of these enemies that are down here, getting in my way as usual. And I get a skill point as well, which I don't need at this point because I've already upgraded and I'm just forced to run through levels again and again. So I climb up to this section and I find this secret echo and I take it out. And then I look at the map and what do you know? I've now explored all of this area. Yet, just over the other side there on that other ledge, it said nothing. So, fuck me. It's that precise? I finally got it explored? Fucking hell. After this one took me 3 hours.
What? What the fuck?
3 hours of running around this, trying to find this fucking thing, and I've still not done all of Zepho. Yep, that's right. Zepho is probably the biggest bullshit problem with this trophy. Most of the other maps and planets, they were okay. I kind of figured it out fairly easy, but Zepho is just fucking huge. And this one in the wreckage is a pain as well. So I even had to take out bounties across this trophy challenge because, you know, they just keep spawning. So in the Broken Wing, I didn't have enough percentage complete, and I thought, well, no, I don't know, because this one is just awkward as well. It's mostly indoors, and it was this section here with this wheel that you turn in the water. So when I first went through here, I stopped it, and I swam over to it, and I figured, well, I've explored in there now, haven't I, surely? So that did nothing, it stayed at percent. So maybe underneath, I'll try underneath. So I'll go underneath after stopping it. I swim in there, and what do you know? He says good work. So I think, oh, I've got it. Brilliant. So I get back out of the water, and I have a look at my map, and I'm still at 92% explored. And I have checked everywhere in this map, and it's just so frustrating having to aimlessly run around in the hope that you're going to find somewhere. So I give this one last shot, and I try and do it at like a 9 o'clock sort of angle, and I go in there again just to check. And what do you know, there's a fucking little hole in there. Now how the hell was I supposed to know that was there? What a fucking joke, man. And that is the equivalent from 92 to 100%, which doesn't even make sense because that's a tiny little box room. So why was that the 100% marker? That's like 8% jump from that one little room. It doesn't even make sense.
Are you fucking kidding?
In at number 11 is the Owner Trophy from World War Z, and I had to include this trophy as this was the basis for my first episode of the show and basically inspired this whole concept of that one bullshit PlayStation trophy. The bullshit trophy? Oh no, they really outdid themselves with that one bullshit trophy called Owner. The Owner is a silver trophy and it requires you to capture a control point in swarm domination mode and hold it for the duration of a match. Now swarm is like your typical control point zone mode where you have to capture A, B and C, which is found in most shooters. However, in this game you'll also get swarms of zombies invading the match to mix things up a bit. Now, anyone who's ever played this mode in any other shooter will know that this trophy is bullshit because capturing all zones and holding them for the duration of an online game will hardly ever happen. It's bullshit because I am forced to rely on others to help me get this, so it's not really my own achievement. Sure, I can sit there and try and defend myself, but I can only do that for so long. Plus, at some stage the game will fuck you over with a load of zombies invading, or, even worse, when you want to quickly respawn, it will put you miles away at another control point. So, by the time you run all the way back to the one you were trying to defend, the enemy team has already taken it. Fucking hell. Even more bullshit is when you are searching for games and you end up joining a match mid-game. So, you sit on the loading screen waiting for what feels like ages, and then, when you finally get inside the game, the trophy is instantly voided because the team you've just joined are shit and they've already lost all the control points. What the fuck is this bullshit? One of the Leech Hunter trophies in Resident Evil 0 required you to kill all of the zombies, but it never told you about the zombies that will respawn halfway through this game. Fuck. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100. Everybody, 100. Yes, 100. Fucking 100. 50. 50. 100. Yes, okay, so there's the trophy for all the Leech Hunter gems. Thank God. Oh, okay, well. Oh, what? Where's the fucking kill all the enemies trophy? What the fuck? I could not have missed anything. This is fucking bullshit. I killed every fucking enemy in every room. I checked all of them. There was nothing there. Oh, fucking hell.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You see, what makes this bullshit is that even though you look like you've killed every single enemy, after you collect so many of the Leech Hunter charms, specifically 90, a load of more enemies will respawn in very specific areas of the level. So this dining area here, this back room that you open with a specific key that you have to find, when you first go in here, it's empty and there's just a shitload of gems in here. So naturally, you'll go in here and you'll just pick up everything and think, yeah, that's fine, I know I've got all the Leech Hunter gems from here. So you'd never go back in there because there's never another room after this. It's just a dead-end room. So how the fuck are you supposed to know that there's enemies that respawn in here? It's just such a bullshit thing because it's not even that many. It's about 21 extra enemies that just randomly respawn after you collect 90 charms. And even though I did 90, over 90, I still didn't see them when I was running through. So I just got really unlucky in my path through the mansion, I guess. But it's just bullshit. There's just no indication when you're first playing that there are more enemies. I mean, why not when you pick up the 90th one? Do you not get a small cutscene where you see them like burst through windows or rise up off the ground or something, so at least then you know that there's some more there? Or maybe just a sound or a groan of a zombie can be heard. But no, there's just fuck all. There's absolutely nothing, and it's just bullshit because that's just 2.5 hours that are just wasted. And yeah, it's not really a hard trophy as long as you know that there's respawning enemies. But it's just bullshit that it doesn't even tell you. You have to go online to figure that out. The Handyman trophy in Evil Within 2 from episode 81 is a great example of the devs trolling you with regards to trophies. That fucking extra sniper rifle. Why? Why? Just how did you unlock the Handyman trophy in Evil Within 2? The sniper rifle counts towards this. Did you craft it in chapter 3? No. No. I got it in a chest really late in the game. I think it was about chapter 15. I didn't even use it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's your mistake right there. You see, you must get the sniper rifle in chapter 3. So once you get into the town section, after going out of the safe house over Neil's, there is a building nearby that you can climb up a ladder to get onto the roof. Once you deal with the zombies up here, you'll find a soldier at the back, and he has a sniper rifle which you can pick up, take from him. However, there's a problem with it, as it's actually a broken sniper rifle. So in order to fix it, you'll need to find some of the spare parts in order to repair the weapon. And that is what you have to do then. You get a sort of mini sort of side quest to do. And it's basically just running to the other end of the map where you'll find the parts needed to be able to fix it. So you can do that at any time within the chapter. And it's just in this little like garage shed thing. There's an infected in there that you'll need to kill, as well as a load of other goodies you can pick up. But you should see in the room somewhere a workbench, and on top of the workbench there will be the sniper rifle parts. And these only appear if you pick up the rifle off the roof first. And once you get them, you can then craft the weapon to repair it. And the crafting of that sniper rifle actually counts as an action a crafting thing towards the handyman trophy. So you need to do that, as well as the flamethrower later on, in order to get all the things crafted for the trophy. That is ridiculous. So why did the game put the sniper rifle later on if I had to get it in chapter 3? And why couldn't I just craft it in chapter 15 instead? That is so dumb. But you know what? Thankfully, the game has a New Game Plus option, and it's not going to take me too long, maybe an hour or so, to get back to chapter 3. And once I'm there, I'll go up onto the roof, I'll kill that zombie, and then I'll pick up that broken sniper rifle. What? It's not there! It's not fucking there! What the fuck? Oh my god. No. What is going on here? Where is it? Future me? Future me, I need your help. What's going on? Ugh, I swear I was such a noob back in the past. Getting the sniper rifle in any other chapter besides chapter 3 will prevent you from getting this trophy, as you'll always pick up a working sniper rifle. So when you go back in New Game Plus, you'll always have a sniper rifle in your inventory, so the game will never spawn the broken one, so you'll never be able to craft it, and hence you'll never be able to craft everything to get this trophy. But the game literally put the sniper rifle right in front of me. Who's not going to pick that up and think, oh wait, I can't use that yet because I need to make one in an earlier chapter, otherwise I won't get this fucking trophy? Lasting 2 minutes and 30 seconds in Off Barbarian minigame on Castle Crashers sounds easy, but when you start to play it, you quickly realise how bullshit it is, and that's what's shown in episode 21 of the show. Tell you how many times I've walked into a dead end by mistake and then just died because of it. It's a fucking joke. So yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds feels like an absolute lifetime when playing this mode. It's just so frustrating to fail within between 2 minutes and 2 minutes 30 seconds, to then only have to replay that first 1 minute 30 seconds over and over and over again just to get to the actual end game section. You know, when most of the barbarians are out and this is it now, you're into the final 30 seconds or whatever, you start to feel a bit like that first part of this mode is just filler. It's just killing time while you wait to actually get to the main bit. It's just so frustrating, especially when you're trying it on your own. So, you'd probably think, hang on a minute, why don't I try online multiplayer? With 4 players on screen at once, the barbarians are just going to be going for everyone else, so I can just hide in a corner, right? Well, you'd think that would be easier, wouldn't you? Well, no. Online, it's even more fucking bullshit. You see, if you join a game and the host himself has a bad connection, then the whole fucking game will just lag really bad, like such a fucking delay of a few seconds each time you press the fucking button to move, so it just becomes completely unplayable. Fuck me, it's actually definitely harder in multiplayer, because other players moving around the grid can actually block you, and you might find some arseholes online just purposely pin you in a fucking corner, so you both end up fucking dying. It's an absolute fucking joke. Also, another problem I have with online is that if you do get near to another player, for some fucking reason they thought it was a bright idea for you to be able to see their squares on the grid too, so then you see even more button icons around you, making you think that you can move to spaces when you can't, because they're actually the other fucking players. It's just total fucking bullshit. Then, the worst thing online, I would say, is when other players die. I mean, sure, potions will respawn somewhere on the map, so you can revive them. However, they're on fucking timers, and if you don't get to it in time, then the game just kills everyone outright. You just wipe out like it's fucking Destiny 2 online or something. Oh my god, it's just fucking bullshit. What the fuck is that shit? Why the hell did they think that was a good idea? What a fucking joke. In episode 43, I looked at ToeJam and Earl back in the groove with the trophy for completing all stages of the Hyperfunk Zone bonus game, but unfortunately, after memorising it all, the game glitched and I couldn't complete the final stage. Fuck. The biggest bullshit moment comes in the 5th and final stage, as you need to hit a green spring which will supposedly bounce you up to a higher path where there is a clock there for you, as if you miss this you won't find any clocks on the lower path, so you'll fail the zone here. And this is a total dick move, as all the other stages in this zone you could still avoid those green and orange springs and make it far enough. Provided you didn't hit anything, you would always reach another clock in time. Yet at the very fucking end of the bonus stage, the game pulls a bait and switch on you, and it's just a total bullshit move that we didn't need to do here. However, that wasn't the worst of it, as when I got to stage 5 repeatedly after 2 hours of trying loading my save over and over when playing on the random world, everything was going well up until this 5th stage, until I realised that I just could not get through it no matter what I did, no matter what fucking path I took, whether I hit the spring or whether I avoided the green spring and stayed on the lower path. I would just not have enough time to get to the end. I would always run out. If I took the higher path going up, I would always run out of time in the same place. So I went back through again, spending even more time making sure that I collected every single lightning bolt to give me a speed boost so I could keep my momentum. I would collect every single lightning bolt on all 5 stages, not getting hit once on all 5, and that took me a fucking age to learn and get that nailed down. As I figured I was just doing something wrong at this point. Maybe I was in the ball too much, maybe that was somehow slowing me down and I needed to be running on foot instead. Maybe I would go faster with that. So I was just second guessing myself and saying that I must have done something wrong, because I had success all the way up to stage 5, but for some reason I just couldn't get past this very starting bit of stage 5. What the fuck was going wrong here? So after probably half an hour of trying this and getting the route nailed down again, I finally managed to do it, and I got to stage 5 and I had a massive momentum going into it, and I thought, yes, I've got it. I'll avoid all the obstacles at the start and then I'll hit that green spring, because I've read online that you have to take this high route in this 5th stage, otherwise you won't get a clock. So I fly up there and I'm running along, and what happens? I run out of time in the exact same fucking place as before, so I didn't even need to get those fucking lightning bolts, so I just wasted 3 fucking hours trying to get that. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. And you know why I failed this? I failed this not because of my lack of skill, or because I was doing something wrong, or I was going the wrong route, or I didn't collect all the lightning bolts, or whatever. No, I failed this because the random world zone fucking glitched and wouldn't spawn a fucking clock before or right after that green spring to give me enough time to go through the whole fucking thing and get to the fucking end. When a bunch of trophies piss you off so much that you end up destroying the game's box, you know it's kind of time to walk away. And that's what happened here in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Now maybe I'm just shit, but I swear to God, 5 minutes on this game online and my blood is fucking boiling. It's so fucking frustrating. So to get the 530,000, you've got to deal with poor matchmaking systems. You've got to try not to run into too many rage quitters, and try to survive against the pros who can one combo kill you, hoping that they are few and far in between, so you can actually build up some BP before having those wins you worked really hard for almost wiped out completely after a single bullshit loss. The my power level is 530,000 trophy on Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's absolute bullshit. I've played for so many hours now and gotten so many wins, and I'm still about 100,000 BP away from it. Isn't that enough, game? Why is it such a fucking grind? What more do you want from me? But what did I expect? As this is the same game that expects you to earn 20 million zenny, the currency you get when taking part in an online or offline fight for the Set for Life trophy. 20 million zenny. I can get anywhere between 100 and 1,000 zenny per fight, though it averages for me at about 500 zenny. That's about 40,000 fights. 40,000 fights. The game wants me to play 40,000 times. 40,000 times? 40 1,000? What were they thinking? Who the hell is going to do that? There are other games out there, other things to do, yet it expects me to play for over 200 hours just to get these fucking trophies. No. No more fucking bullshit grindy trophies. If you want people to play your game for longer, to give you time to make up and sell the DLC, then release a fucking game with actual fucking content in the first place, and don't make 2 trophies take an absolute fucking age to earn, where you have to do the same shitty thing over and over. There's no skill there. There's no skill at all. It's just a test of patience. And you know what, game? Mine's ran out, so fuck you. Shut fucking trophies up your fucking ass and kiss my fucking Dragon Balls game, you fucking cunt.
At first glance, the trophies in Fall Guys kind of seem pretty easy. After all, it's kind of a kid's game, so it shouldn't be too hard, right? But the reaction when I found out just exactly what you need to do in order to get the Infallible trophy was kind of priceless, so I had to include it on this list. Okay, it took me a while, but I finally made it to the final of Fall Guys. There's just 4 left. Fall Mountain.
Come on, I can do this. Come on. Come on.
Oh boy. Come on, come on, go, 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 go.
Come on, steady.
Oh, come on. Let's go up here. Oh, fuck, come on, go, 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 go. Shit, for fucking bear, Jesus. Come on, run, little man.
Getting hot.
Oh, God. Oh, come on, we're so close. Oh, he fell. Come on, come on.
Come on.
Yes, come on. Yes, come on, jump, 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 jump. Oh, yes! Fuck yeah, got it. Win in the bag. Oh, yeah, money in the bank, baby. Oh, oh. I can't believe that. I've probably got the hardest trophy out of the way now, just winning the damn thing, because that was a lot harder than it looked, man. People can just be complete dicks to you. But there we go, victory trophy unlocked. Thank God. I might be able to even platinum this now. Let's have a look. Yeah, unlocking cosmetics, that doesn't seem too bad. Reaching a certain level throughout the seasons, yeah, easy enough. Wait a minute, what's this gold? Infallible. Win 5 episodes in a row. 5 episodes in a row!
No!
5 episodes in a fucking row! Are they fucking kidding here? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm still not over how much of my life I wasted going for this next trophy. My God. But perhaps the worst trophy for fishing is the Angler Extraordinaire Gold Trophy, which requires you to catch 1,000 fish. Yep, that's right. 1 fucking 1,000 fish. This is an absolute piss take of a trophy, and it's just so fucking annoying, and it really did kill my enjoyment of this game straight away. So your best bet is to do this in Bailu early on, as one of the hidden fishing location spots is a really small little pool, so this will reduce the amount of time it takes you to throw your rod out, cast your line, reel in the fish, catch it, and then repeat again. So this is the most effective one, most efficient one to catch as many fish as you can in your rental session. Because yep, that's right, you can't just buy a rod and use it all day and fish all day. Oh no, Rio has to rent a rod every single time you want to go fishing, and the rod has a time limit, and once it reaches that, the fishing automatically ends. So this means that you can only catch around 25 fish per session, and each time you rent a rod it costs you money, which at the beginning of the game you won't really have much of anyway. So you have a time limit to catch as many fish as you can before it expires and your session ends, which just makes it even more awkward than it ever needed to be, because you'll spend ages trying to catch fish and you'll only end up getting 25 if you're lucky every time. And when you need to catch 1,000, well, you can easily do the math there and work out how long that's going to take you. So it took me a while as well to realise that once your session ends, if you do it in the morning, you can actually go back to the fishing rental place and rent it again and do another afternoon session before you're locked out of it for that day completely. So at best, you can catch 50 fish a day and you need to get 1,000. So there you go. That shows you how many days you need to devote to purely just fishing. It's just an absolute soul-crushing experience. This was the worst bit of the game for me, just having to do this fishing, because it's just so slow and awkward. And when you complete a rental session, you get this loading screen where it loads you back to the rental place and you see all the fish that you've caught, and you get this animation of it going through each one, showing you the size and weight and how much money you will end up getting for them. But you can't skip none of this, so you have to wait for it to do all that, show you a reward, how much money you earned. Then you get a little conversation with the fisherman, and all of this you can't skip. Then it does the stupid thing of loading again to put you back to the fishing spot location that you were at. So then you have to then run back to the rental place to get the rod again to go fishing again that day. So you waste about an hour of running back and forth there. It's just stupid, absolutely stupid, and this was just a fucking terrible trophy. Absolutely fucking terrible. It's just stupid. Having to run back every time and quickly go there and then go back to your fishing spot and try and catch as many as you can within the time limit, only end up getting 25 every time, 50 in a day, so I have to get 1,000 altogether. It's just bullshit. And sure, there are a couple of missions where you will have to go fishing, so you can probably cross off maybe 100, 200 at max fish, leaving you with 800 just get on your own, but it's still bullshit, absolutely fucking bullshit. What were they thinking with that trophy? I do not know. The respawning enemies on Nightmare mode in Doom 93 was the biggest roadblock I had when trying to complete all of the chapters on this difficulty for the trophy. What a fucking bullshit. And I haven't got any friends who I think are actually any good at Doom, and let alone want to spend however long it's going to take me to do this in co-op with me. So I'm kind of just fucked. So I have to do it on my own. Hence why you'll see the right hand side character is just sitting there, because I'm playing this solo. Because of, God forbid, they would let you do it in solo and still get the trophy. No, fuck that. You've got to do it in co-op. So that's the first big bullshit thing right there. Then there's the actual fact that Nightmare difficulty is also just fucking horseshit. Absolute horseshit. Because the enemies respawn in this mode. So as you're playing and you kill enemies, after a few seconds they'll just come back. So you could completely clear out a room using all your ammo, and then if you take a bit too long going into the next room and you need to backtrack later on, all those enemies will respawn and they'll just be killing you. It's just absolute bullshit. The mode's problems with respawning enemies really come to a head on certain levels when the environment is quite narrow and you're forced through these really tight corridors. At this point it just becomes totally fucking bollocks, and it's just random luck if you can brute force your way through. Take a look at this. I do it on my fucking own. My fucking joke. Look at this fucking mess of a corridor. How the fuck are you supposed to get up there? Fucking hell. Oh great, out of shotgun bullets. There's a fucking pinky there. Look at him. Fuck up. And then all of those imps are just respawned anyway. What a fucking joke. Just fucking die already. Broken trophies that don't unlock properly when you meet the requirements is a nightmare for a trophy hunter, and unfortunately Dirt 5 is absolutely full of broken trophies. So it seems that the PS5 version very much has limits and is rather bullshit because it's just so broken. One quick look at the Reddit for the game and you'll see that there's loads of threads and comments about the Platinum Trophy and several other trophies being unobtainable despite people easily meeting the requirements, such as doing 10 perfect laps around the game. It also gets worse as well because people are also reporting that the game can easily crash after a couple of races, and if you get unlucky and it's saving at that point, it can actually corrupt your save file and just downright delete it off of your PS5. That is disastrous, and it happened to me on Sackboy recently, so maybe now it's best not to play the game, or at least back up your saves to PS Plus if you can after every few races. So I did actually tweet the devs about this, because I was wondering what the patch was, because everywhere I read online said it was 1.04, yet on PS5 it was 1.003, which was a bit confusing, and I didn't really know if it was the right version or not. And amazingly, the devs did get back to me to say that it is the right patch, it's just a different number on PS5 for some reason, which I think is weird. And they also mentioned that they're looking into these trophy issues with them not actually unlocking properly, and they are looking to get a new patch out to hopefully fix it in the near future. I'm still shocked that this actually got through and released in this state, because it's pretty embarrassing, really. I mean, the trophies not unlocking is a simple thing to check, but hopefully they can get it sorted. The Up to the Task trophy in Mad Max was definitely my most bullshit trophy moment, as after spending countless hours picking up all of the scavenging locations, I was met with heartbreak and a forever lost platinum.
One of the longer challenges is the scavenging locations task, which requires you to loot all 191 scavenging locations within the open world. This single challenge is what makes this trophy bullshit, and is the sole reason why the platinum unlocked rate is so goddamn fucking low. So the first whiff of bullshit comes from just how many challenges there are to do. And then the secondary blast of bullshit is just how many scavenging locations you've got to loot on top of that. The map itself is huge, and driving around to loot all of these fucking areas will take quite some time, especially as you have to get quite far into the game in the first place in order to unlock access to the whole map. So, Max hops into his car and sets about driving around the vast wasteland, visiting each scavenging location on the map. I started at the bottom right, doing each small area at a time, working my way across to the left of the map, and then up and back over to the right again. Hours pass and your progress is slow, as it's not just a simple drive here, get out and pick it up kind of collectible. You see, as you drive, you'll constantly have to deal with bandits attempting to run you off the road, sandstorms that force you to take shelter and then wait them out, stopping to refuel or repair your vehicle after fights, or when you drive it off a cliff and wreck it. Then, when you do arrive at some of the locations, you'll find they are open. Fight your way in, making sure you don't die before you can finally open that loot and tick that fucking location off your map. Another bullshit part about this trophies challenge is that some of the locations and hideouts are so awkward to get into, you need a fucking map and a tour guide to find the entrance. This means you'll sometimes be circling an area for ages, trying to find out how the fuck you get into this place, as the cuntish waypoint says you're directly on top of the goddamn thing. For fuck's sake, this is as bullshit as Arkham Knight's collectibles. Ugh. So, eventually, you find your way in and loot the area. Then, it's off to the next one on the map. A few hours in, you'll probably have done the lower half, and the boredom will have definitely set in by now. But you've come too far to give up now, so you push on with this bullshit task. On and on you go in your car, with only your faithful sidekick to keep you somewhat sane as you drive through this barren wasteland, prizing open all these loot crates with your crowbar, until eventually you put that last tick down on the map. Hell yeah, 191 of 191 scavenging locations looted. Time to check the challenge list and see what other ones I have left for me to finally unlock the Up to the Task trophy. What? 190 of 191? That can't be right. I printed out a map with all the locations on, and they've all been ticked. What the fuck is this shit? Yep, that's right. After a good week or so of doing this challenge, bit by bit, I finally get all 191 of them, only for the in-game tracker to glitch out and only show it as 190 of 191. You've got to be fucking kidding me, game. The deaths, the miles, the storms, the stupid bandits trying to kill me, the obscure hideouts that took me ages to find my way into and loot, plus all of the mind-numbing driving to collect all of them, and this is how it ends? I put up with all of that shit, day after day, Just for you to slap me in the goddamn face and say no? Try again, sucker? What the fuck, game? You cannot be serious with this shit. Come on.